Welcome back to the channel, fellow adventurers. If you're new here, we do EDC and knife reviews. If you like that kind of content, please consider subscribing. Now on to the show. All right, so folks, in front of me, we have something new that arrived today, and we're going to unbox it, and let's show you what we've got. Inside this nondescript box is another knife from RoseCraft, and they included a sticker. That's actually a nice touch. I like that sticker. So this was sent to me by RoseCraft to review, do an unboxing kind of video, and that's what we're here to do. So I want to thank RoseCraft for sending this over. As everybody knows, I've become a big fan of RoseCraft over the last, 6 months or so. This is now the fourth RoseCraft knife we've had on the show. But what makes this one unique is this is one of their traditional knives. Prior to this, we reviewed 3 of their modern style knives. So let's get it out of the box and see what we have. Okay. Ooh, that's nice and tight. Know what that is. Oh, okay. That's labels to remind you to recycle the cardboard, which is nice. I like having that being recyclable. So this is a nice high quality box. I have to say, RoseCraft, you do a great job with that. So we've got it wrapped in this. Ooh, let's see what that is. I really like, by the way, the foam liner in there. It keeps this nice and steady. But this is the RoseCraft Blades Obed Creek Bow Trapper RCT 015. So again, this is a traditional knife. Let me just, I don't have nails. Ooh, look at that. That is ultra smooth. And did you hear that click? Take a look at this. This is a blue-green micarta. You've got that beautiful skull inlay there. I believe that's part of Andy Armstrong, who is the designer. That's part of his maker's mark. That is really nice. I love everything with skulls, so that everything just gets a plus higher in my book because it has a skull on it. You've got the RoseCraft name right there. I like the fact that it's not a lot of branding, and you don't usually get that with, the traditional knives. You have Andy's maker's mark, which has the skull and crossbones. It's a D2 steel. It is made in China. And you've got this beautiful drop point blade. This blade is 3.1 inches. Again, it's D2. It's got a great swedging here on top. That is fantastic. And this is a fairly large traditional knife. This here, let's move this out of the way. Overall, this is a 7.2 inch knife. And when it's closed, it's got that nice half stop there. So that's a nice safety feature so you never close it on your hand. Wow, listen to that snap when that engages. That's beautiful. But closed, it's 4.125 inches. Now let's open this up again. A little tight because it's new, but listen to that. Listen to that click. That walk and talk is beautiful. The walk is very smooth, and the talk, which is your clicking, very, very loud. It's excellent. There you go. It's starting to loosen up already. This is a brand new knife, so and take a look at that. I really like, I don't know if you could see the detailing. It's almost like a wood grain pattern in that blue-green micarta. It's got these brushed steel bolsters, has a steel liner on there. There is no place for a lanyard, which is fine because you don't, on a traditional knife, you really don't use a lanyard. And it's got some nice weight to it. It's not heavy. It comes in at 3.5 ounces. It's not light. So, and what I like, this has a nice solid, even though it's not a locking knife, so to speak, but it's got a strong detent there that just kind of holds it in place. And anybody knows, I've said this before, I have a tendency when I work with my knives to put my thumb here. Obviously, there's no jimping. Again, it's more, it's a traditional knife, but it's solid enough that I don't feel like I'm going to cut my fingers off by pushing it down too hard, like if I'm making real nice cuts. And the blade The geometry on the blade looks really nice. And that sharpening is just about perfect. There's no, I mean, it's just a perfect sharpen right here. Perfect grind. It does have a little bit of a sharpening choil there. Not a lot, but enough. You can probably get a nice couple of sharpens, deep sharpens out of this. Let's put it down and compare it to size to some other knives that people are well aware of. This is my Civivi Mini Practice. This has custom scales, but if you look, it's roughly the same size. And this is my Benchmade Bug Out. Again, very similar in length. You know, Bug Out might be slightly longer in the blade, but I think cutting surface wise, they're very similar. You know, but let's get these back out of the way. Let's talk about this some more. This is just beautiful, and I just love the look of it. RoseCraft does such a great job, and I'm looking over this, and I can't find any finish flaws whatsoever. Now, if I did have a slight criticism, and it's not a big one, it's just a minor detail, these do come to a almost 90-degree angle here. Instead of being rounded off, I would have preferred those just to be slightly rounded, but it's not uncomfortable. I mean, I wear an extra large glove, and I have a pretty decent sized hand, and I can get all four fingers on there. My thumb choked up very nicely, and it just, I think because of the curvature of the handle, it really just locks into my hand perfectly. Like you could see that there. It just kind of rides in there perfect. And you can make every type of cut you want with this. You can make a precision cut because of that drop point blade. You know, you can do a chopping action with it. You know, a nice slice with it. Of course, it'll pierce if you needed it to. And you can hold it with a reverse grip. And it's a work of art. It really is. It's got these nickel silver pins holding the scales on, and it's just very beautiful. Get my fingerprints off of that. I don't know, folks. Tell me what you think. Do you like it? I absolutely love it. Like I said, this is a very quality material they sent. You know, the box itself is well thought out. I know I said that when I first opened it, but you could see it when the blade's in there. It rides in there perfect. There's no movement. So out of the factory, you're not getting any scuffs or anything because it's so well packed. And I just think RoseCraft hit it out of the park on this one. And I can't wait to get another knife by RoseCraft now. Every time I get a knife from them, I'm really impressed. So, what's up? And that sound when it clicks into place is just really nice. So, all right, again, that's the RoseCraft Blades Obed Creek Bow Trapper RCT 015. And it's, again, just a beautiful knife. I think it would make a great EDC knife. You know, for people who are into slip joints, I absolutely love this one. This has now become my instant favorite slip joint that I have. So, all right, folks, I hope you enjoyed that. And like I always say, until we meet again, keep your blades sharp.